bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's morning time.
Down to the feeding!
What's up, bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's morning time.
Good morning. Good morning. What is up, everybody? How are we doing today? How's everyone doing? We got MP switching platforms like the goat that he is, and Bukes. Good morning. Good morning, gentlemen. How you doing? How was your weekend? Let me know. Let me know. Don't make it seem like I know what's going on. Just tell me here. I come here. I don't social media stalk you guys and find out what's going on. This is my chance to get together with y'all and connect. This this feels like a good spot. So talk to me, gentlemen. Um, I had a great weekend. In fact, I wrote on here my gratitude was that this was the best weekend ever, and that they all are. Right? I don't know what it is, if it's the, up leveling that I've been, focused on lately, or if it's my wife as well, starting to focus on her own up leveling. Um, she won't, she would never dare say that it was because of me or influenced by me in any way, but I know it is. I know. I know, and that's all that matters. So, we're just in a good place. We had a really good, productive weekend, um, and it was a lot of fun. So lots of stuff happened. After we wrapped up the show on Friday with MP, once again, thank you again. I'm gonna give a lot of MP shout outs. So just know that, dude. Like just know that it's coming. Get ready to blush. Friday was a great lake day. Boys swam for 6 hours straight. Saturday was beach. Great weather. Nice. Yeah, look at you guys. And then there was a circus. Ooh, circus of meltdowns and short tempers. What's funny is that kind of happened a little bit to us on Sunday. Not too much, but me and my wife kind of were at ends a little bit on Sunday. But yeah, wrapped the show on Friday, and then my wife had to take her car into the shop because it was experiencing battery problems. She had her battery replaced like 2 years ago by AAA, and apparently they put in the wrong battery, and so after 2 years, this thing was like down. So she took it to VW this time. Um, so she went there, and I'm like, "Honey, I'm off. I can come pick you up." And then I was like, "Hey Bailey, do you want to drive?" And Bailey's been wanting to go on the freeway, so we hopped on the freeway. She did okay. We went and got mom. We took Bentley with us, and mom was not thrilled to go on the freeway with Bailey and me. She was freaking out, constantly chiming in from the back. It's like a 10-minute drive. She was checking her heart rate at the end of it. Her heart rate when we got off the freeway. So not even like when she was the most impacted by it, but when we got off the freeway, her heart rate was like 115. So it was not fun for her. It's funny for me, but that's my life. Um, what else? Go through the highlights real quick. 'Cause we gotta get lots of readings to go to too. We had I cleaned the crap out of our loft. So we have this loft with all this paperwork, all this stuff. It's like been our catch-all. Like we had a mattress up there because we just changed out Bentley's bed. So we got like all that stuff like just completely organized. It looks great. Again, it looks like we can actually use it. It was not usable before. Um, the kids, Brooklyn and Bailey, went to Dave and Buster's with their friends. I think I've said before, like they have these sisters that they're friends with, so they all went and had fun. Bentley had a play date with Ninja Camp with his two friends, so that was great. Like I said, it's just a good weekend. Bailey had a driving lesson on Saturday that she did not do well at. The instructor had to like slam on his brakes for her because she was making a mistake. Um, her driver's test for her license is actually tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. I'm predicting a fail. I am. I'm predicting a fail. It's not part of the what we're supposed to be talking about in reading, uh, supporting our kids and being a fan, but gotta be there. Gotta oof. This is like this jumps right into the reading, right? Is this reading or yesterday's? I don't know. No, this was today's, right? Yeah, focus on the negative. Don't focus on the negative. I'm the negative Nelly in the house. So this was an interesting reading. Like you just saw a little piece of it, me predicting the fail. I got to do my best to not go home and kind of put that juju into her brain and into the world. Um yeah, I do that very often. I'm definitely the negative voice in my kid's head. Wow, Dom, we went into the reading well way earlier than I thought, but we'll get back. Then we had our friend party, pool party at our house on Saturday. Went great. We had an amazing, good time. Very minimal fights. Um, and Brooklyn had some amazing news that she was kind of like dreading at first. Again, probably because of the negative talk from her dad. But she made the dance team at her dance studio. So she tried out along with a bunch of other girls and guys, and she made the team. So she got to read the email on mom's phone, and then she had like the younger girls who just like absolutely love and adore her following her, and then she came up to the jacuzzi where all the adults were, and she like like kind of played it a little bit off, and then told us, and we all like celebrated and cheered for her. So that was a cool moment on Saturday, supporting and being a fan of Brooklyn. We all were. Proper planning prevents piss poor performance. You are supporting, you are assuming she won't pass, and are prepping to help the hit her better yet bounce back as long as you don't tell her you're going to fail. Yeah. So that's like my spin on the reading today is I'm not trying to be the negative voice. I'm trying to more so be the preparing them, because I do feel relatively strongly that if you're not careful with this month's readings of like be their fan, focus on the positive, what was Saturdays, give them the gift of like ridiculously undying support. Like there's the story of the kid who um he tells his dad he wants to be a coach and go to the championship or something. I can scroll back if I need to. And his dad just goes and like packs a bag and he's like, I'm ready. And it's like years and years later that he actually accomplishes that. But my thought is like you have to like balance that with some version of look, you're not as prepared as you should be. You are still making mistakes. Good morning, Oz. You're still making mistakes when you're driving, so there's very decent chance. Let's call it decent. Let's not say strong, but a decent chance that you're going to fail. You failed these tests before, and she kind of has taken herself into a spiral and then like avoided it for too long. And I don't want her to do that. I just want her to, like you said, be able to pick herself up again and get right back at it. This month I feel sets you up for either a super parent or failing. Yeah, exactly. Um, I finally, what else? I got two more notes, two or three more notes. I finally hung the remainder of Bailey's pop figure shelves that we got her. We got them for her last birthday. her July 2025 birthday. So they've been sitting in a box in her room for over a year. I finally got them hung. I got to use my cool new laser tool that I bought for work. It was super sweet. Hung it on the wall and it just made everything so much easier. So that was a lot of fun. And Bailey got her Leatherman jacket. Letterman. Such a weird word. Um, just patches just everywhere. Like the thing, like it wears very stiff because there's so many patches. But the girl's got too many dang accomplishments. So she's gonna be excited to be wearing that around school. She loves it. So that's cool. Oh, and then the last note was Friday after like midday Friday, I got on a phone call with MP's friend of a friend, MP's wife's friends, people that they work with about shirts. So we're gonna get these going. These should be on some sort of made to order website. I'm thinking multiple colors, sizes. Very, very nice quality shirt. I like them a lot, and I am very particular with my shirts. So, if you're looking to have a shirt and support, I'll link all that stuff at some point because I'm very into it when it comes to that stuff. Love getting my jacket nice. Yeah. So let's. Oh, I went the wrong direction with that. Let's
Time to
do the
the
reading.
reading.
I know. We're here. We're 12 minutes in. Yes, all the merch. Take my money. Okay. We'll get it. We'll get it figured out. They said Wednesday. Um, but being in the business that I'm in, I never like to commit anyone to a day. I'm like, all right, by the end of the week, sure. And you know what? If it's next week, it is what it is. It's just t-shirts for a little passion project. We're gonna get a couple of people ordering them right off the bat, and then it'll fade away. But it was a nice, it was a good phone call. They were very much like, look, we can like expand this and do all kinds of different designs. We have designers. If you have a different design or an AI, we can do it. So I was talking to MP in the background about like, even having ones that have like different sayings on them. So maybe there's just a logo, but on the back there's like a quote. What was the ones we were talking about, dude? Nine Plus Club is like a favorite of the show. Um, we'll do a Dylan shout out. We love our lurkers. Dom, do the reading. Yep. What's up, bitches? We got a bunch of them. Wednesday or we so we gotta yeah, do the reading is Dom do the reading is for sure. Anyone seen Ryan? Yeah. Where a Turner's at? Bring back the Turners. I don't know if Ryan did his job, but I texted him because he went to national. He had this whole idea about interviewing parents for just like some little clips. And so I texted him. I'm like, look, the messers are there. Keith was online and I told him to find you. Caitlin and her husband were there. Like, get your shit done. And then I like didn't hear anything back from him. So who knows if that guy did anything via Daily Dads this weekend? Who knows? Anyways, this is the book. I thought to myself, when was the last time I did some housekeeping? This show that we're doing, it's based on this book, The Daily Dad by Ryan Holiday. If you have it, if you don't, go get it. I have mine on a Kindle so that you never have to lose a month. There is a little ribbon in here, isn't there, MP? You don't use the ribbon to mark your month, your day. Um, one page a day, very simple read, 1 to 3 minutes. Put some thought into it. Get yourself a journal. It does have a journal. I like it. Okay, it's okay. I like that you can write for 5 years in it. There's a spot for different years. So I like the idea of like 3, 4 years down the road, being able to like read the other ones year after year, how much has changed. I like that idea. But the ribbon in that one and the pages are weird. So only the blue has it. Come on. Ribbon, I use a VFriends TCG secure sparrow card. Okay, nice. Bookmarks. Great. I did not think of that. VFriends TCG cards are good for bookmarks. Nice. Well done. Yeah. So we read the reading. Everybody reads it in the morning before the show or the night before, and then we come on here and we discuss the topic of the day. Since we don't do shows on the weekend, I like to come in on Monday and read the Saturday and the Sunday. I was kind of had this thought of like maybe on Fridays I'll do like Friday and Saturday. That way Monday I'm just doing Sunday and Monday to make things a little easier. So we're evolving. Saturdays, give them this gift. That was one I talked about earlier. There was a son who told his dad like I'm going to go to the NBA championship or something like that, and the dad's like, "Back my bat, I'm ready." So my interpretation of that is like give them the gift of unconditional support, like ridiculous enthusiasm in what they're going to do. Like you're going to go to you're just starting as a coach, you're going to go to the championship. I'm going to pack my bag right now. It could be in 7, 10, 20 years, but I'm ready for you. So I like that idea. It's a great idea. It goes against my grain of being the negative. I think my response to that would have been like, right, but there's a whole bunch of other people out there that are like smarter and more talented than you, right, honey? So I gotta like hone that in. This is one of those months where it's like, hey Dom, there's a reason why you read this book. Sunday's reading, be a fan. This is kind of the reading that's almost like sets the tone for the whole month. This month is the month of be a fan. Did we talk about that? We didn't even talk about that because Friday was July. Guys, I didn't even talk about this. We're in August now. We have a new theme. I'm sorry. The theme is always be a fan. And in parentheses, the subtitle is the greatest gift you can give them. Okay. So that's why August 1st reading was titled Give Them This Gift, right? And then August 2nd was Be a Fan. I did do a very, um, was it good? Guys, was it good? I did a chat GPT post the other day on the X. Haven't shared it anywhere else, but yeah, it was kind of the August theme. Always be a fan. Yep, yep, yep. This month we're going to talk about how to support without controlling the outcome, the power of unconditional belief and encouragement, cheering for their effort, not just the results, showing up consistently through the highs and the lows, and why your support builds their confidence and character, amongst so many other things. We're going to dive into all those topics this month and so many more. But yeah, be their fan. So the reading, yesterday's reading was, your kids are going to be into some weird stuff, music you don't like, um, maybe movies, TV shows, books, the way that they dress, their friends, all that stuff. But you got to remember, just as we talked about last month, is that we're not creating little us's, little spitting images of ourselves. We are doing better than that, right? We're creating something that has uniqueness to it. It has a little bit of mom, has a little bit of dad, has a little bit of itself. And we want to support that in any way, shape, or form. So even though they might get a little eh, weird on you, dive into it, lean into it. Like if they sense that you don't like it, that's when they start to pull away. That's going to be the hard thing. August always has to start with a replay of I, Ben Kind's interview, Unconditional Love. Okay. So MP is shouting out to the world, to our new audience, to anyone listening who is getting tired of my that a long time ago when Ryan Turner started this, he and Blaze were doing, mostly Ryan, they were doing one-on-one interviews where they it was recorded, not live, so it was a little bit easier. They weren't distracted by a chat or anything like that. I love the chat distraction. But and Ryan had like a whole, not like questionnaire, but like a series where he's wanting to go. And so in there, in the backlogs on for sure Spotify, I don't know what other channels it's on, but you can see interviews, one-on-one VFriends community people, and re-listen to them anytime you want. See what I did there? Maybe MP and Dom need to rehash some interviews, but live on Fridays. Yeah. Yep. MP, I think MP has a show on there with Ryan, and I had one. Lots of other, I don't know if Bukes ever did one. I don't think so. Or Dylan. So yeah, there's a good amount of people that come through, and Ryan has interviewed them. And I keep trying to get him to get back to those things. Because I really liked them. Those were things that I really, really enjoyed that he did. Everything else I don't really that he does, I don't really enjoy. But those I did. He did one with Blaze. Okay. Gotcha. Nice. All right. All right. And then today's reading. Today's reading is, what are you going to focus on? So we talked about this a little bit earlier. This is, trying to tamp down your nature to kind of not stomp on their dreams, but maybe be a little bit more realistic. Is kind of the way that I like to say and see it. Kids are going to come at you with, I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to do this, I want to do that. And part of you, having lived in the world for as many years as you have, and having had your own dreams maybe crushed, or your own series of never-ending failures and setbacks and obstacles, you kind of like want to, almost like we talked about, prepare them for upset. But you gotta just be careful. We have to be careful how much we do that. I'm definitely one where I do way too much. It's almost like, that's my job in the house. I think I had said to you guys previously, like, I was the king of no. Anything my kids asked, I would say no. That I've gotten better at. I definitely now say maybe, maybe later, let's schedule it, or yes. I very rarely just drop the no bomb. So improvement. But this other thing, the talking negative, the trying to level set their expectations, where when they say something around like mom or grandma, to be like, oh yeah, you could do it, you're totally gonna get that spot on the dance team, you're gonna pass your license test like no problem. I'll be like, I don't know, did you really practice enough for that dance team? Did how many other girls were there, like how did they do? And then I can see my girls getting a little worried about in their own head too. Plays off of last month of listening beneath the words. Yeah, I want to be a professional baseball player. Okay, bud, that's awesome. So let's set a goal. I just want to let you know only a few percent get there, but I think you can do it. If if you don't, what careers or jobs can you branch off of? Yeah, parents need to play bad cop to. Yeah, yes, yes, indeed. Especially, and you have to. That's all determined on how much time the grandparents are with the kids, right? I have, like, a good cop, bad cop grandparents even, like, that's why we don't talk to my family anymore. I'm like, "I can handle enough of the negative, I don't need you guys here." But, yeah. So, that's kind of where we're going with the reading today. Let's make sure I didn't get any notes. The world is tough, and we wanna prepare them, but we don't wanna make it, why do you even all doom and gloom? There you go. Bring in hope. Uh That is not a word either. Damn it, Dominic. Gratitude and celebrate their wins. I love the celebration of wins. Would it depend on the age? 6. I want to be a baseball player. Yes. 41. Yeah. Sort of. Yes. 100%. That would be pretty funny though. Oh, good one, dude. And then yeah, I did say that I'm not good at this. Praise over criticism. That's another good little like reframe. Depends on the league. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I wanna be a baseball player. Yeah, you didn't say professional in there, so yeah, could do it. Beer League 41. There you go. You just gotta be like, yeah, of course. Of course. They have these things called adult leagues, softballs. Um, I told you guys my brother-in-law got injured playing adult softball. And my wife was telling this story to Brooklyn, and she's like, "Softball, that's for girls, isn't it?" We're like, "Yeah, girls and middle-aged men." Wait, no knee replacement or minor surgery or major surgeries. I want that old guy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's where when they're recruiting, they you got to get the doctor's script. And then now, little switcheroo. We also have the Daily Stoic that I'm a huge fan of. Bukes as well, and then MP just got the book, so do a little page of the day over there as well. Today's was "The Good Life is Anywhere." So I like this one. This one was very much um, like a mental reframe of the way we think about things. When we're younger, and in our hopeful days, we're very much like, okay, when I get the good career, when I get the wife, when I get the house, the kids, all that stuff, like that's going to be the good time. Or when you're starting a business, it's like, okay, once I get my, feet in the ground with all these people, and I get all this rapport in the community, and I start to get some help, like that's when I'm gonna be in the good times. But you want to kind of get away from that and still be hopeful and still look forward to growth and improvement, but realize that every time, every place, everywhere is a good time to be. It's a good time to be alive. You can find the good in every situation. You can find the good in every experience, every relationship. So, little stoic refrain to find the good, find the positive. And you know, that ties in really well with the daily dad is keep it positive, people. Keep it positive, right? That's what we want to do with our children. That's what we want to do with life. We want to enjoy this life. We don't want to, you don't want to wake up 10, 20 years down the road and be like, dang, I hinged it all on being a baseball player. And at 41, I'm just in a beer league. And I wasted all those years and I was so grouchy because it just never, never happened. And I didn't appreciate what I had until it was gone. I think that's kind of the main um, thing that people at the end of life reflect on is how much they should have appreciated the time they had with mostly people. I think that's the biggest thing that I've heard is appreciate the time you have with your people while you have them. And as parents, we know that. We've talked about that many times. Appreciate these moments when you have your kids. Appreciate these moments when there seem to be nonstop after your attention and their energy levels are almost annoying because of how your energy levels are the opposite. But we got to appreciate that time. We really do. And then we have, of course, the bad news of the day. Our good friend, Caitlin Caesar, the other waffles, the better waffles, the incoming mom due any week now. She's gone back to work. Summer's over. Summer's over. She's gone back to work. She's not going to be here anymore, guys. So shout out to her. She made a post over on X. She won't be here. Go show her some love. You MP and Bukes, you already have. Oz, drop some love. Anyone else that's hearing this, just let her know she can always come back. We're here. We're waiting for her. So thank you all. It's been a great summer. Thank you, Caitlin. I wish we would have like came and like told us that live. Did she tell us that on Friday? I don't know. She got that mom brain already. It's all right. So we're here. We're gonna restart the point system, right? As I said, there's a summer session that Caitlin dominated. We're gonna restart the point session. Are we ready to do that? MP, do you agree? The points as of today are 160 Caitlin, 130 MP. Like you were, I think that's why she went back to school. She couldn't handle it anymore. She didn't want to take the loss. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Everybody doesn't know. The first person to say GM on any platform, I don't care. I might reassess the points. Gets 10K points. Points, not dollars. Okay, people? Points, not dollars. And at the end of the season, which we just had our summer season, we could do fall, spring, whatever. You guys got to remind me of when those dates are. Um, Someone gets a gift of something. I keep hearing dollars. I know. I wish. The ratio of Daily Dad's dollars to US dollars is, trust me, you don't want to know. It's worse than any other currency. Promise you that. But I love Bukes, I seriously love your posts. They crack me up every morning. I should do better about responding to them, but when Bukes posts his GMs, just the shit that he writes is hilarious. Appreciate you so much, dude. Anyways, I'm gone off the rails here. Thank you all so much. Have a great Monday. Have a great week. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for hanging out with me, and we'll be back here tomorrow. Let me know if you need, if anyone needs a screenshot of the reading, just let me know. I see 1427 people listening to the show, but only three are talking to me. I need, I need more, guys. Show up. Tell me who you are. But anyways, see you tomorrow, people.